Good evening. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on the week that was college football history review, the 1979 college football season for week number 6, October 13th, 1979. Let's get into it. We're going to start with West Virginia beating Boston College 20-18. Oppressed Eagles, losers of 16 of last 17 games, came close to victory before allowing late touchdown pass as Mountaineers quarterback Oliver Luck, who threw for 97 yards and rushed for 94 yards, tossed winning 9-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Darrell Miller with 3:50 left. Boston College had final chance at end on kicker John Cooper's missed 38-yard field goal, even though he had hit 2 3-pointers earlier. Cooper's field goal attempt was set up by a frustrating fumble at BC 1-yard line. And just when it seemed West Virginia tailback Roger Alexander, who had 100 yards on 20 carries, would ice it with a touchdown, quarterback Jay Palazzolo, who rushed for 134 yards, then quickly hit 2 passes for 76 yards to bring Eagles into field goal range. Wake Forest beat North Carolina 24-19. North Carolina was ranked number 14 in the country. Now, the Demon Deacons were enjoying a magical year with no win any sweeter than upset undefeated North Carolina as Wake Forest defense shone, forcing 5 turnovers and holding halfback Amos Lawrence to 34 yards, rushing out 24 carries on the ground. The tailback James McDougal scored twice for visitors. Fullback Albert Kirby scored winning touchdown with 60 yards catch of pass from quarterback Jamin Venuto in fourth quarter as Tar Heels rallied with game's final 9 points before being finished off by a late fumble. North Carolina quarterback Matt Kupek threw 2 touchdowns to tight end Mike Chatham. Wake Forest will soon be ranked for the first time since 1960. Excuse me, 1950. Will soon be ranked for the first time since 1950. Florida State, number 19 in the country, beat Mississippi State 17-6. Seminoles were outgained but outcontrolled scoreboard in defeating Bulldogs. Quarterback Jimmy Jordan came off bench due to injuries to lead 2 touchdowns in the first half that took advantage of good field position. Pass interference penalty set up 1-yard run by Florida State. Tailback Mike Whiting's touchdown run. Jordan's alley-oop pass to wide receiver Jackie Flowers for 17-yard touchdown gave Florida State a 14-0 lead in the second quarter. Mississippi State offense struggled, gaining only 50 yards in the first half. Suffering 5 turnovers, Bulldogs scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter on a 2-yard run by halfback Michael Haddix, but 2-point try failed. Next, Georgia defeated Louisiana State. Louisiana State was ranked number 13 in the country, 21-14. LSU continually shot itself in the foot until its final drive ended with fumble to Bulldogs omnipresent defensive back Scott Warner on 22-yard line. Georgia had built a 21-7 lead behind efficient offense that converted opportunities, scoring twice within 4-minute differentials early in the third quarter to break 7-7 tie. Tigers cut into the 21-7 deficit on 24-yard scoring run around left end by quarterback David Woodley, but were weighted down by 5 turnovers. Safety Jeff Hipp had 2 big second half plays for Bulldogs defense, setting up go-ahead touchdown with interception, preserving lead by forcing fumble. Huge hit on LSU tailback Leroy Jones. Tailback Matt Simon, rushed for 128 yards. 128 yards, 11-yard touchdown for Georgia. Wisconsin beat Michigan State 38-29. Ohio State beat Indiana 47-6. The Buckeyes dominated offense, rushed for 347 yards, 6 touchdowns. Quarterback Art Schlichter continued to put his stamp on the 1979 season, passed for 136 yards and touchdown, and rushing for 68 yards and a touchdown. Ohio State tailback Rick Valley, moved from fullback due to injuries, was leading rusher with 97 yards, while wide receiver Doug Downey was Schlichter's favorite target because Downey had 103 yards receiving on 5 catches and a touchdown. Hoosiers managed 269 yards, and their only touchdown was delivered by quarterback Tim Clifford on 2-yard keeper. Next, Oklahoma State beat Missouri by a score of 14-13. Cowboys wiped out 13-0 halftime deficit behind play. A little used reserve players, quarterback John Dorner, running back Terry Schulentrop. Dorner replaced injured quarterback Harold Bailey to throw 2 touchdown passes, capping drives of 80 yards and 84 yards that featured some of 146 yards rushing that Schulentrop gained in second half. Tigers had taken 13-0 halftime lead on a 1-yard touchdown run by fullback James Wilder and 2 field goals by kicker Jeff Brockhouse missed 3 field goals tries to regain lead in the fourth quarter. Passing of Missouri quarterback Phil Bradley did everything but deliver the win. Next, Texas, number 4 team in the country, beat number 3 Oklahoma and battled 2 top 4 teams, 16-7. Bruising Horns defense earned spurs while holding halfback Billy Sims to 73 yards with no touchdowns. Oklahoma offense took 158 yards and 6 first downs while forcing 3 turnovers. Only scored for Sooners 11-yard touchdown pass from quarterback J.C. Watts to fullback Stanley Wilson. Came as a result of lost fumble at Texas 16-yard line. A punt returned by safety Johnny Johnson. Texas halfback Jam Jones rushed for 127 yards while kicker John Goodson kicked field goals of 37, 18, and 38 yards for a margin of victory. The Longhorns touchdown came on a 5-yard quarterback Donnie Little to wide receiver Steve Hall pass, which followed defensive back Derek Hatchett's 36-yard interception return. So this matchup was between number 3 Oklahoma, number 4 Texas. About 2 top 4 teams as number 4 Texas beat number 3 Oklahoma. Stanford in Southern California, we scored it in a tie, 21-21. As the top-ranked Southern California Trojans played a tie against Stanford, 21-21. Cardinals shockingly tied top-ranked USC with 21 unanswered second-half points. Quarterback Turk Schoner had in all 3 touchdowns with 2 passes and touchdown run. Stanford had a pair of fourth down conversions during its second drive and another on-time 86-yard march. The latter conversion was exciting as Cardinals halfback Mike Dotterer took pitch on fourth and run on USC 11-yard line, fumble, but picked up ball, reversed field, and braced for first down. Southern California tailback Charles White rushed for 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, but it wasn't enough to pull it out because quarterback Paul McDonald threw interception late in the fourth quarter. Stanford moved to the Trojans' 29-yard line for Shonet's 7-yard loss. Was kicker Kenny Neighbor to try 53-yard field goal, which he missed. Trojans raced into final field goal attempt, but botched the snap. Next, the Washington Huskies lose to Arizona State 12-7. Emotions ran high in Tempe as dismissed Arizona State coach Frank Kush was carried onto field before game. Charged up, Sun Devils scored 2 touchdowns in the first quarter while defense dominated Huskies. Devils quarterback Mark Malone capped first drive with 3-yard touchdown run. Later in the first quarter, Arizona State punter Mike Black pinned Washington on own 2-yard line. Devils linebacker Gary Pageant nailed Washington tailback Toussaint Tyler to force end zone fumble recovery for a touchdown by defensive end by Coors. Arizona State thwarted Huskies drives. Arizona State University thwarted Huskies drive that reached Sun Devils 1-yard line, an end zone interception by safety Kendall Williams. Washington scored on tailback Joe Steele's 3-yard run late in the second quarter, but mustered little in the second half. That concludes a look at Week 6. The games are played on October 13th, 1979, week number 6. Let's get into the October 15th AP poll. Navy was number 20, number 19 North Carolina, number 18 Tennessee, number 17 Pittsburgh, 16 Purdue, 15 North Carolina State, 14 Auburn, 13 Brigham Young, 12 Washington, 11 Washington, number 10 Arkansas, 9 Notre Dame, number 8 Oklahoma, number 7 Florida State, 6 Ohio State, 5 Houston, 4 Southern California, Number 3 was Nebraska. Number 2 was Texas. And number 1 was Alabama. So that includes a look at week 6, the games that were played on October 13th, 1979. Week that was College Football Stream Review, the 1979 college football season. Please like and subscribe and comment on the channel. Do a video of this magnitude do this magnitude of a video of this magnitude on Thursday. Until then, talk to you on Thursday.